I just want to note that this story is a skit and it is not real. Okay, let's begin. Hi, I am John, and I am 18 years old and fresh out of high school without any career or job. However, that horrifyingly changed one night. I was dealing with money issues and needed employment in any job I could find. I saw a job application for Freddy Fazbear's pizzeria, and my heart warmed with joy seeing my old-time favorite restaurant that had closed down due to certain unpleasant circumstances. I got a job as a security guard and had to work 5 nights, then would get a raise and would work the day shift. My boss gave me instructions like wind up the music box, put on the Freddy mask if necessary, stay quiet, and check the monitor. There was above human-sized toy animatronics that my boss had instructed me not to touch. Touching it will cause an activation effect that will make them think that guests are there and make them roam to try and find the guests. The first night, nothing happened, just quiet. But the second night was different. One of the toy animatronics had moved, and now it was looking for me. I looked through the cameras and found the animatronic in front of the camera staring at me. I could not help and let out a yelp. I mean, it's an AI technology, and it can only recognize people. So how can it recognize a camera? My thoughts were suddenly shattered when a loud crashing sound came down the big hallway. Scared, I turned on the light, and I saw one of them rushing towards me. It was the old Foxy. Scared, I took out my flashlight and started flashing it multiple times. Suddenly, it stopped, stared at me for a few seconds as if it was dead, and then slowly started to back up back into the darkness out of view of the flashlight. I still kept it on for a few more minutes, and then when I finally felt like it was safe, I turned it off. Night 3. This time I managed to bring some coffee over. I was kind of in a rush, but luckily I like black coffee, so, everything's good. I sat there at my desk, just thinking about what I want to do next, but that's when I heard it. The animatronics were coming. I kept the music box wound up, and then finally, once they got right near my office, I quickly put on the head. I was just waiting as the animatronics stared at me. Just staring at me as if I was a dead corpse. But luckily, after just a couple of minutes, they decided to leave. I took out the Freddy mask, gasping for air, and then I realized I have to pee. So, I decided to make my way to the bathroom. Now, the bathroom was very dark, so I could not see a thing, but luckily I was able to do my business in the toilet in the darkness. But I suddenly turned the toilet into a poopy snow globe when I heard, "Oh my god, the animatronic is about to kick in all the doors and find me." I was about to my pants because I was in the last stall and the animatronic just kicked open the second stall. I was on the edge of crying right now. He's on the last stall next to me. He's now right in front of me. Just pure deadlocked silence as I waited for the animatronic to burst open the door and find me exposed. That's when a wisp of an idea came into mind. I would crawl underneath the stalls and trick the animatronic. As I was getting on the floor quietly, I heard the animatronic preparing itself, ready to kick in the last stall door. As I crawled underneath the stall, when I finally made it to the end, the stall door gave away, and now the animatronic was left there confused. I managed to make it back to my office quietly, and the rest of the night was pure quiet and blank. Night 4. I was so tired that I really wanted some coffee, so as I sat down at my desk, I was about to reach out for my coffee when I realized I didn't bring any coffee. Filled with disappointment and tiredness, I tried to stay awake, but it was getting more and more difficult. It was becoming harder to concentrate as I wound up the music box and looked out for the animatronics. Eventually, I blacked out, and I don't remember what happened after that. I woke up in total darkness. I didn't know where I was, but all I wanted to do was go home. This job wasn't worth it anymore. I tried to get up, but I felt a sharp pain in my back. And then, suddenly all the lights came on. That's when I saw a human-sized mirror standing on the wall. I pointed my back towards it, and only being able to see very little. What I saw shocked me for life. There was a huge gash on my back. It looked like someone had surgically opened it up, but poorly stitched it back up. And I could see right in between the open holes, which luckily no blood was coming out of, I could see a metal rod. Trying to contemplate on this thought, I decided to escape. I opened the door and I saw it. The old Freddy animatronic standing right in front of me, staring at me with a wide grin. It lunged towards me, ready to pick me up and take me somewhere else. But that's when I felt a surge of anger and power, and I punched the creature right in the face. Its robotic face smashing into different pieces. That's when I realized that this spinal rod had given me so much more power to overpower these other animatronics. I ran out of the building. Though it did still hurt, the pain was starting to subside and I could probably still keep running. I kept running and running through the total darkness until finally I made it to the exit and escaped. I immediately went to the hospital. The doctor said that this piece of rod had somehow been fused into my bones, the upper and lower, and like it's become a part of me now. And if it were to be removed, the chances of me surviving are very low. As long as it's left in, I could live the rest of my life and probably even longer. And so that's what I did. Besides, it really helped me with other daily tasks. And I still actually go to that restaurant because I want to make sure that these kids don't go through what I went through. Because I've seen a lot more than what they've seen. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this. If so, please leave a like. And also, please consider subscribing because most of you have not actually subscribed to the channel. So, if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single video as you watch other videos that